So, the Justice Democrats have some candidates who have been running. Could you kind of let's say roughly how many won?
So I don't have an exact number, and I'm sure, as you know, I'm no longer working with Justice Democrats. I used to be on the board of Justice Democrats, but I
Right.
still support the candidates. I think with Justice Democrats and our revolution, it's anywhere from 40 to 50% of the races that have been won. So I actually think I'm actually very enthusiastic about that and very excited about that because I think in every race we're being crushed with money. So like we're up against corporate behemoths and they're only taking small dollar donations, but they're winning 40 to 50% of their races despite the fact that there's a giant institutional disadvantage. So, yeah, it's an exciting time and there's reason to think we could actually do this thing and win it.
So I wanted to ask about the Justice Democrats organization because I was sort of thinking about this. Yourself and Cenk essentially left the Justice Democrats organization. I know that you still support the candidates, but I was wondering, what is the future of the organization post 2018 or maybe post 2020? Because I feel like you guys were sort of the front. I don't know, I want to say page or something like that. You guys were essentially the image of it, the front page image. What is the future of the organization itself?
I'm honestly not worried about them. I think ultimately they're going to continue to pick fantastic candidates because listen, what I left as my imprint on Justice Democrats is the platform. I wrote the platform. And all the candidates are vetted in accordance with that platform. So ultimately, I think that as long as they stay true to that, then there's nothing to be concerned about. Like I know some people think like, okay, but the staffers who worked at Justice Democrats or continue to work at Justice Democrats and they're social justice warriory, so they're a little more authoritarian leaning on social issues than Kyle or Cenk was. And listen, man, that very well may be true that there are some people on the staff who are maybe focused, they care deeply about whatever it may be, issues of racism or sexism or gender or identity stuff, and they might focus on that stuff in their own personal lives, and that might be something that they care a lot about. But ultimately, as long as the candidates are fighting for all the right policies, then we should be fine, and everything should work out just fine. And I think they are, because to this point, that's the case. They've all like there hasn't been any super identity politics obsessed candidates that come out there. You go listen to any Justice Democratic candidate, and they're out there talking about Medicare for all and free college and a living wage and ending the wars and a New Deal and legalizing marijuana. So yeah, even though Cenk and I perhaps both left in an unfortunate scenario, I can say that I pretty much have full confidence in the organization moving forward and doing the right thing and continuing to get great candidates and get them elected.